what's going on, everybody? My name is Chad. This week should be my Ty Kim's review video. However, I have a very sick puppy downstairs, and the longer I film and edit, the less time I have to watch her. So this week's a quickie video. I hope you guys enjoy it. This week, as always, is brought to you by our lovely Patreons and the people at the Manga Club. I sincerely appreciate your patronage. Now, if you are a budget traveler to Asia, like I happen to be twice a year, at least once in your Asia travels, you will probably have an extremely long layover in Shanghai. Why Shanghai? I don't know, ask China. But I've flown all sorts of Asian airlines, and for some reason I always end up back there. And because my round trip ticket's usually $600, I'm not complaining, but a 22-hour layover is brutal, especially since the international terminal is not particularly good for sleeping. So what is a budget traveler to do? Well, that's what this video is for. I would recommend the Dazong International Hotel. And I apologize if I mispronounce that. My specialty happens to be in Japanese, not in Chinese. Either way, I will leave a link to the English site in the description down below, and I think it's a lot less important how you pronounce it as opposed to what it actually is. Now, I personally stayed there on my last trip. I had a 20-something hour layover, and I said, screw this! I'm getting a hotel, but I didn't want to take a cab or the crazy subway bullet trainy thing. I know the farther away I'm gonna get from the airport, the more likely something terrible to happen happens, and then I miss my flight. And because I'm a budget traveler, I can't just get on another one, so I am very strict about either staying in the airport or nearby. Luckily, this place happens to be about a minute walk from the international terminal, and yes, that means you do have to leave the airport. Luckily though, China is now progressing into the 19th century somehow, and they do allow you to leave on a 24-hour transit visa. If you have any questions about that, that's gonna be a separate video. It's usually pretty easy. Ask someone that's working in the international customs about it. The thing that you'll realize though is it doesn't really feel like a minute walk. It's not like you walk out the international terminal and down a block. It's actually still a part of the airport complex. It's just not a secured area. It's technically open to the public, which is why I'm making this video, because you kind of have to go through something I lovingly call the gauntlet. And by that I mean right when you're out of customs with your visa, there will be signs pointing to the Dazong. You know what, doesn't matter. To the hotel. Now, when you have left, you've gathered your baggage. After you've gone through the baggage, you've gone through your customs, you have your little 24-hour visa stamp and you walk out. There's a long, strippy type hallway. That is going to be covered in people that look like they work for the airport, but that's not the case. They're all gonna be like, hey, we're here to help, help desk, but it's a Wi-Fi desk, or they're trying to get you to buy a used iPhone, or they're trying to get you to take a cab. Ignore them. You don't need a cab for this. Anyone that says you do is just trying to get you to spend money on a cab. Walk all the way down the hall and follow the signs to the Dazong International Hotel. You're gonna walk through some doors and you're gonna be in a covered walkway. So you are outside. It really never feels like you leave the airport. It all kind of feels still like the airport. You're gonna walk, honestly, a minute or two. There's a cute little history museum there for international travelers you can check out later. Just keep going. You'll eventually get to this circular looking room that has tickets. That train I told you guys about also has a McDonald's on the right-hand side. That's how you know you've made it. And inside the middle there's going to be two elevators kind of facing each other. Either one goes up. They only go up and down one floor, and you're on the basement floor. So the only way to go is up. You can't miss it. Once you're up there, the only thing that's up there is the hotel, and the hotel is actually separated into two sections connected by a bridge above you. That's actually a pretty cool place to sit and edit videos. And you've made it. Who would have guessed? But I do have some tips for you. First off, if you can book it online, you'll save yourself two hassles. One, you usually get a discount. Two, when you show up without one of those, they actually take like double what the room costs on the credit card, and they say they're going to give it back, but the problem is you're leaving the country. So if they just choose not to give it back to you, what are you gonna do, sue them? So just get it online. Again, link in the description down below. But the rooms are spotless, they're clean, everything's secure, there's a super duper lock on the door. The views are actually pretty nice, and it's very affordable. It's $60 for 2 beds. So if you're traveling with a significant other, family, or other person on a business trip, or maybe a friend, you're going to Japan, there's 2 beds, it's $60 regardless. The other nice thing about this, and something that I figured out because I was flying on Thanksgiving and really wanted food, they actually have a breakfast buffet that's super affordable. It's $10. It's all you can eat, and they have both Chinese food and like continental breakfast food. Gosh, I can't speak English. And like beer, all you can drink beer there. They also have a bar and a spa and like a whole bunch of other fun stuff. I have a little tour I filmed for you guys. We'll just run through it real quick, and I'll see you on the back side of it. Just want to give you guys a heads up. That's ground floor, and the 8th floor is where all the cool stuff comes. Of all these dreams I can't remember, no I can't tell. I lost my mind in December. very first thing I missed, and probably the very first thing you'll see when you come inside, don't forget to put your key here. Gosh, that TV's loud. You won't get any electricity unless you first put your key in there. You can see it's well lived in because I desperately needed a nap after my last flight, but I mean, you get either two small beds or one kind of large big bed that I think I've seen. A nice TV. It's actually pretty spacious in here. And you know, who could beat that view of Shanghai? Well, probably anywhere, but so if you guys can see, straight across is actually the international terminal, and I'm gonna use my finger. That's the international terminal, and this is a covered walkway. So literally right when you walk out, you can get the 24-hour like visa exemption thing that lets you get a hotel if you have a long layover. And you basically walk out to the second floor of the international and just walk completely straight. It's all covered, you don't have to worry about rain or anything. And then right across is, well, this super sweet hotel. Is it perfect? No, but after a ton of traveling, can't beat it. Everything works fine. All the toothbrushes and shower caps you could ever use. Clean toilet. Super big, nice shower, which let me tell you, after a long flight, there's nothing like it. Well, that was pretty rad, right? So next time you're flying to Japan, if you happen to fly any of the airlines that hub in Shanghai, which happens to be a lot of the budget airlines, this is a pretty good idea to go get a room for. If you're watching this and maybe have no intention to go anywhere but Shanghai, you can do this. I think though you'll probably get a better deal inside downtown Shanghai, but if you are laying over and it's a long layover, this is 100% worth the effort. I have done long layovers for too long in the terminal, and I'm over it. This is the way I shall live my life from now on. If you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like down below. It does mean a tremendous amount to me. It also shows YouTube that you like my content, and hopefully YouTube shows it to more people. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or compliments, leave them in the comment box down below. I do personally read all of them. If you like this video, check out my, I don't know, 300 other videos on Japan, Japanese language and culture, as well as just random travel around Asia. I have probably what you need. If I don't, you can ask and I'll make it. That's what I'm here for. That's what I get the small dollars for. I do put out videos every Wednesday and Saturday, as well as having a Discord, Twitter, Snapchat, everything you could want, all links in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys on the live stream on Saturday. Be kind to one another, love hard, love deep, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.